Yo-hooo! Hello and welcome to today's stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all having a great day today. I am having a very comfy and cold day at the same time. Yo, Chris, yo, Catutera, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido al stream de hoy. Espero que estés teniendo un buen día. Día de pain, pero hoy no es lunes. Today's not pain Monday. You cannot have a pain day today. That's not allowed. That's illegal. I hope that it can be a little bit less pain. I hope that it gets painless Thursday at some point. Yes. Be strong. So, hey, I'm gonna be continuing this drawing. However, I'm starting to feel the burnout a little bit. I was thinking about it during the waiting screen. I am starting to feel a little bit the burnout of like this drawing taking so long. So what I'm gonna do today is gonna be make a new layer, and I'm gonna try to detail as much as I can without zooming in, because I need to get used to that. I feel like I'm zooming in a lot. And I think the best thing I can do right now is try to get things done without zooming in, like adding the colors in general, especially with the orb and the horns. I feel like for that the best option is gonna be just trying to add the colors in general, not worrying too much about it. We're gonna try to do that. Let's go. I'm gonna start with the orb. I think it might be a bit easier with the orb. Also because I'm kinda afraid of it. I've been trying to avoid it for a while now. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should start working on the orb a little bit. So, let's try to work on the orb. I'm gonna try it like this without zooming in at all. Just studying more or less the colors that it's supposed to have. Maybe that. Are you gonna make the orb look a bit more complete? Thing is, the less important things are in the drawing, the less you have to detail them. Is the orb that important? It kinda is, but it's kinda in the background. It's not like the most important thing, so I think we can just like we could just do some just general colors and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna try to color it more or less the same way that it's done in here, in the original. This way we can also study a little bit of how it's colored. Pretty cool, the effects they use in Granblue for floods and stuff. I'm gonna ignore this also now. Just gonna focus on the orb. We're just gonna be painting the orb for. We'll see how that works out. We'll do our best with it. Gonna take some effort. We got this. All for avoiding the burnout. Gotta learn to deal with burnout. Finish things at the same. Burnout is a little bit inevitable, you know, it happens. Especially when you take a long time to finish a drawing, it's gonna happen eventually. So, best thing that I always try to do when that happens is try to push through anyway, despite the burnout. We'll see. But that was finished! Unfortunately, no, there's still a lot of things to finish. I need to finish the orb, I need to finish the horns, the clothes, and also the body in general. The gold. There's a lot of gold that is unpainted. Unfortunately, she's not finished yet. Even the hair is not finished. I think mostly the face is kind of finished, but the rest, definitely not. We're still work in progress. But hopefully today, with this little trick, it's gonna be a little bit easier to do. We're gonna use the trick called "Don't worry about it, kitten." I just tell that to myself. Like, oh no, what am I gonna do with all this rendering that I need to do, all the details? Tell myself, Yomi, Don't worry about it, kitten. Okay, yay. Yippee! We're gonna go with that mindset today. Cuando nos viejo todos los días son lunes. Muy comprensible, ya. Sé fuerte. Yippee! Yo-hooo guy, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's gonna take a little while, but we'll get there. There are a lot of things that you don't really need to detail that much. Like, look at this. Just by adding more or less the same colors, the orb is already looking like an orb, more or less. We're gonna go with that. Painting stuff like Paint Thursday indeed. It is true though, I'm kind of burned out of this, but I still want to finish it. It's just that it's been... happens always that a drawing takes too long to finish. It's inevitable. I still want to finish it. There's something in me that doesn't want to leave any drawing unfinished. Ever. There's no unfinished drawings in my dictionary. Is a little more, maybe. Speaking of finishing things, I finished Transistor today. Really good game. Very cool. I've enjoyed it. Cool gameplay, even though I was like super bad at it at the beginning. Kinda got more used to it around the end when I was able to do some better builds and stuff. Very cool. I enjoyed it. Glad I finally played it. I could have like played it on stream, but then I would have embarrassed myself a lot. It's been a little part of my training arc for like more action games. So now I feel a little bit less scared of playing action games on stream. It was also shorter than I thought it would be. Only like 7 hours, more or less. Pretty short. Lo termino fuera de stream, así que no ocurrió. No hay pruebas. No hay pruebas ni para demostrarlo ni para desmentirlo. No, nadie me va a creer. No one will believe me. Just like with Hyperlight Drifter, no one's gonna believe me. It's true. I played it and finished it. Yo, Marius, welcome. How's it going? Tragedy Yomi isn't brave enough to play Avaria. Yeah, I'm not brave enough. That's a different kind of brave enough. Like, I'm not brave enough to play games like Transistor on stream because I'm bad at action games. And Avaria, I know that it also has like some action gameplay, but I'm not brave enough for it for other reasons. Reasons being cool ghost ladies that they are there and exist, and I'm not strong enough to to see them on stream. Not even off stream, to be honest. The one time I tried to play the game, even if it was off stream, I couldn't even open it. I was like, oh no, I'm not ready for this. But it's there in my Steam account, waiting for the right moment. Someday I'm gonna get T-posed. Yeah, I don't wanna get T-posed. I'm not strong enough. I will faint or something. Ghost green lady. Scared to see ghost green ladies. But in my defense, they are very cool green ghost ladies. They intimidate me. Not strong enough for them. okay, the orb more or less. Look at that. I tried to color it more or less like the one in the art. It does look quite well. I think the only thing it's missing is adding some more shine here and there, so we're gonna do that. And hey, it wasn't that difficult, wasn't it? It? Just gonna add stuff. Because there's also the snake visible from the back. We'll deal with that, I guess. We'll deal with it. Same time, I don't wanna more or less respect the same shadows. The snake behind us. There we go. And there's like light from below too. Does look pretty good though, right now. Yeah. There's this line in here that I wanna move it. We don't need this. Another line from the orb. This way it looks like we do have a line art, even though we don't. We have a fake line art. Part of the coloring. Here you go. There's also a little bit of like actual light up. There's a little spotlight top of the orb. I'll put it here so it's not doesn't take too much attention. I also gotta worry a bit about the composition. Look at how it looks from close up. Look at all these strokes. I love that. I love when things look like this from close up, but they look good from far away. That's what I've always wanted to do. That's my dream. It's always been my dream to color things like these. Managing to do it at last. Please. There you go. Okay, I think that scares me the most, more than the orb, is the elephants and the turtle. That's gonna be the worst part, but you know what? Let's get that out of the way before anything else. Let's do the turtle and the elephants before anything else. Not be that hard if we do it without zooming in much like the orb, right? Not be that difficult. You only have to draw like two of them. Try to draw them a little bit fast. Maybe we should do the... Here's the... turtle. Tortoise, we don't really know. Well, I guess it does have... It has turtle legs. It has more like fins than like kind of legs that tortoises have. So that's a turtle. That's a turtle for sure. La tortuga de agua. Es una tortuga de tierra. Curioso que en inglés hay palabras diferentes para tortuga de tierra y tortuga de mar. Pero en español solo todos son tortugas. In Spanish it's all tortuga. But in English there's different words for water turtles and tortoises. They are different. This Oh god, yeah, that's a lot more complex than I thought it would be. Oh. Okay, so... this is gonna be difficult. See how ghost brains are thinking about words all the time. Yeah, I'm always thinking about words. Isn't it cool to think about words? So many words in this world. Okay, there's a problem here. It's... base of this is way bigger than I thought it was. we have a little bit of a miscalculation in here. Also, the head of the turtle is also a little bit more hidden. It was supposed to be. There's the... please don't crash. Please don't crash, Clip Studio. Please don't crash. I'm gonna... oh! Crash! No! No, 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 no! No way! No way! No, don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! Okay, let's see, how much have we lost? How much have we lost? I was about to save. I was just gonna save. And it crashed. Please don't do this to me. Oh! Oh! 30th orb! The 30th orb is gone! It's only been 20 minutes. Oh my god. I can't do this. I can't do this, guys. That's what I was gonna say. That's it. It's over. We changed plan for today. I feel like this drawing, maybe because it's recording at the same time, it overloads the computer a bit more, and Clip Studio says, nope, I don't wanna do anything now. Oh, let me see if I can like restore. Maybe we can get like a restore. Where's the... menu? Where was it? Was it here? If let me check. Yeah, we're gonna have to like maybe take a screenshot of the stream and redo it from there. What do you mean unsupported file format? This is not file 8 and backup. There's one that's pretty recent, I think. No, this is from a week ago. Oh no, the last backups that I've got are from a week ago. Kill me. Oh. I was so proud of the orb. I was so proud of the orb. It's truly so. We're gonna take a screenshot of the stream. I'm gonna do it. I'm starting to see like particles floating around my eyes. Okay. I get a good view of the orb? Let's get a good view of the orb. I have it! Okay. I have a good view of the orb. This. I'm excruciating pain right now. Yo-hooo paper, welcome! How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Unlike whatever is going on right now. Okay. I got it. I got a screenshot of the orb. We're gonna work with that. Look at this. We have the orb in here. It's way tinier because the stream is also way tinier, but what can you do? The quality is also way worse, but you know what? We can at least take example of the colors. I'm kinda sad that this is gonna like look bad on the speed paint. It's definitely gonna look bad on the speed paint. You know what we can do? We can try to redo it. We can try to redo it from. Yo, hello everyone. Welcome. We just had a horrible accident. Rest in peace, speed paint. Ah, now you're out to saving. Now you're out to saving, Clip Studio. No, you're out to saving now. After I've lost the entire orb, all these past 20 minutes of work. Really? I'm going insane. Anyway, let's go! Painting! I love painting, everyone! Yippee! Holy shit. We're fine. We're fine. I'm fine now. I'm okay. I'm alright. Yeah. I am completely and perfectly fine. I'm so fine. Never been so fine ever before. I laugh because if I didn't, I would be crying right now. It happens, you know. This is normal. This is the average artist experience. At least it was not my work of the past 3 hours, you know. It could have been so much worse. It could have been the entire stream lost. We don't want that, right? We don't want that. That would be bad. Terrible. Do not want that at all. I do all the lost orb. Not gonna be that difficult, at least. We've already painted it once, now we can do it way faster. Even if it takes double the time. Fine. God. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save occasionally because I refuse to let this happen again. If this happens again, I'm probably gonna like give up on this drawing for today and we're gonna like work on something else. Because I still wanna draw. But I'm not gonna give myself more burnout than necessary. If it happens again, we can find other things to draw. Eh? Is a brighter part in here? I'm gonna have to put like a note in the speed paint. Hey, this orb that appears out of nowhere, that's because I painted it. And then I lost it because Team Studio crashed horribly. I don't want people getting worried about like, wait a second, why did that orb suddenly appear there? Like completely rendered. That's suspicious. No, it's not suspicious, it's just lost media. That orb is lost media now. The only proof that exists, the only proof that there is that it ever existed is in this stream. Wait. I was so proud of how it turned out. Unless it's not that difficult to recover. Right. I could do more studies, like if I studied like glass and stuff, I think it would be really useful to paint things like this. Purple around here. Save. Follow your shapes. A little bit of reflection also. You can add a little bit of that. A little bit of the purple of the horn. That would reflect a little bit. I like how it turned out first more, but nothing that we can still a work. Purple. This is supposed to be like the back with safe. Doesn't look that bad. I think it looks more or less the same how we had it. Maybe these lines up there are not that curved originally. Crisis averted. Or crisis allowed. Fixed a little bit more. hide the orb that I drew, and I'm gonna keep using the original as reference. This way, maybe it helps a bit more. Oh. Rexy, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! We just went through a tragedy a moment ago. Sleep Studio crashed after 20 minutes of work or so. And that's why I'm redoing this orb now. I hope it doesn't happen again. Surely it won't happen again. It will be fine. Gonna do my best to try to finish it as much as I can today. I am admittedly getting a little bit of burnout right now of this drawing because it's been taking so long. But I'll do my best to finish it. I'll do it for her. I will do anything for her. Burnout is nothing compared to potato wife. I'll do anything for her. Yeah, and also since I'm recording the speed paint, recording the time lapse, I guess it's taking up a little bit some more memory. Like one of the official artworks. Meanwhile, the official artworks on the game are like super low res. But the original drawings are done in like super big quality, so I can see it. I can imagine they work on super big canvases. Then they reduce the quality a lot to put the arts in the game. Look, we didn't do this first version of the orb. This kind of blue here. Look, it's gonna turn out even. We got this. Only 2 versus you in Shadowverse with the Granblue deck. Wait, but in Shadowverse 1 or 2? Because I've only played 1. I don't have space in my computer for Shadowverse 2, unfortunately. I wanted to play it, but I have too many games already. You only play 2? Forever in different worlds. Different Shadowverses even. If they ever bring back my favorite deck too, maybe I'll consider it. Because I really miss playing Sanctuary. Sanctuary Heaven was... I'm a filthy Havencraft player. You would think that being a ghost in a garden, I would be Abysscraft or Forestcraft, but no, I am actually Pain Havencraft. I love planting the sign that says no fun allowed. Also, the Havencraft leader that they put in Shadowverse 2, the purple hair lady, hello? Call me? She's so cool. She's super pretty. Like, I've never regretted picking Havencraft at all. Now I regret it less than ever. Yo, Semi, welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Galleon is crazy. Wait, true, they made her Havencraft. I'm not that much of a Galleon fan because she has too many ears and also horns. That's a crime I can never forgive, even if the rest of her design is very pretty. She has committed fashion crimes, well, fashion design crimes that I can never forgive. But I'm glad that Havencraft is going strong. There's a fan port going on of Super Mario 64 for the PS1. Oh no! Oh no! Mario taking over even more places. No! He needs to be stopped. To yourself, they released Galleon and I was immediately interested in Havencraft. Understandable, honestly. Understandable. That's respectable, I think. As long as it gets people to play the best class in the game, I am fine with that. Mario 64 on the Saturn. Oh my god. Mario is returning. Well, Mario has truly never left, honestly. Mario has always been here, giving me nightmares. The main leader though of Havencraft over to purple-haired lady with the mask. She's so pretty. She also seems like a very normal woman with hobbies. I see zero problems at all. Where's the blur? I kind of forgot. Where did I put my blur? Oh, here. The blender. I forgot where I had it. Which is actually very beautiful too. I think I've only heard her in Japanese because some friends of mine do play the game and screen shared it for me. So I could see her in all her glory. Playground Dragoncraft. Oh, wait, that reminds me. Have they put there's a sort of Dragoncraft field that there was in Shadowverse 1 that gave like more and more HP the more you played to the dragons. We call that the giving dragons big asses deck. El deck de darles culos grandes a los dragones. Un deck de Shadowverse que hace que los dragones vayan teniendo más y más HP a medida que avanza la partida. Is that the thing right now? In Shadowverse 2? They haven't gone that crazy yet! Holy shit. It seemed like a fun deck to play at least, because it only got worse and worse for the opponent. It was impossible to beat. Also the whales, I don't know if they have brought back the whales, but if they bring back the whales, get ready, because that's I think that's also a no fun allowed deck. Like you defeat a whale and the opponent gets 4 more whales on their deck. And I think they had like wards and a lot of HP also. It was like a wall of whales. It was impossible to deal with. That's gonna be fun when they add it, if they add it back. Surely. How is he? How is Dragoncraft right now? It played a little bit back in the day, but I was mostly Havencraft and a little bit of Bloodcraft also, because Bloodcraft was a thing back then. There was Noviecraft in Shadowverse 1. There was Shadowcraft and Bloodcraft. They were separate. There was also a very cool leader in Bloodcraft. Very cool vampire lady. Yuzuki. She's so cool. Wasn't as broken as Wales, but it's 2 orcas right now and they each heal 1 HP. Oh my god, yeah, that does sound... It sounds like Wales, but smaller. Smaller whales. Seems fun. Seems fun when you're not in the receiving end. Mario bought Bandai Namco? What? Really? Hadn't heard of that. Holy shit. Mario is truly gonna be everywhere. The way my favorite deck worked is that every time that you healed, things would happen. So the idea was to like heal a lot, so you would get like... On the first heal, you dealt damage to the enemy cards. On the second heal of the turn, a tiger appeared on your board. And on the third heal, a random ally card would get like a shield and +2 on HP and attack. It was fun! It was so fun! You would like spend low-cost cards for healing multiple times in a turn, at least like 3 times, and you would get like an undefeatable wall of tigers. Then there were ways of getting like a passive healing, like every time you ended your turn you would heal, so more healing things would happen at the end of the turn when you finished. It was so funny. You could only see the opponent start descending on despair. We have that for Rush Tiger and we hate. Only when you're on the receiving end. But when you're the one controlling the tigers, it's so fun. By the time we deal with the board, you're already full HP again. That was the most fun part, because since you were healing, it didn't matter how much damage the opponent dealt to you, you would heal. You were an undefeatable wall, it was like punching a wall. That was my favorite kind of gameplay. Shadowverse. I become a wall. All that people can do is try to punch the wall and fall in despair because they cannot break the wall. Okay, more or less we've recovered the orb. Taken a bit longer, but it's also because I've added some more details to it. I think it's been more like... Okay, we're not gonna lose this orb ever again. We're safe now. We're gonna try to deal with the turtle now again. At least now I know how to start. Because I already noticed that there's a bit of proportion errors. We're gonna first this. We're gonna fix. Oh wait, the turtle? Turtle is like above the snake, and the snake here is like top. What is going on? Maybe something that could help would be moving everything a little bit, but that's a bit complicated because these are a lot of layers. I barely use Liquify actually. Let's try. Where is it even? Where is Liquify? Where is Liquify? I don't know where Liquify is. I've never used it actually. Liquify, where are you? Yeah, I should save first. I'm gonna save again. Just in case. I don't know where it is, honestly. Where is it? That's selection. But the tool. There's where in the world is if I have no idea where it is. Can help with blindness. I guess we're going without Liquify. We're doing Clip Studio hard mode. We don't use Liquify in this house because we don't know where it is. Okay. What I'm gonna do then, I guess the best option would be to move the orb. Maybe we can do just that. Move the orb a little bit. The orb could also be smaller actually. Smaller orb perhaps? I mean, it's more or less the same size, I think. Although maybe proportions wise, it's a shortcut. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna try these. Right? Orbs are first. Maybe we can delay. Then we're gonna delete everything else. Also delete here. The orbs first. Alright. From here, try moving the turtle up a little bit. It gives us some space. Elephant and stuff. Technically this layer. I think with this we can more or less continue. Do like some edited art tutorial videos tell you would pop off. I don't know how I would do that, like I'm not super good at tutorials. I don't know. I could try to do more speed paints at least. That's what I've been trying lately. Because I feel like maybe focusing a little bit more on art, which is what I want to do, can maybe help. But tutorials, not very good at it. What kind of art tutorials? I wanna get used to doing more speed paints, especially. It's really fun. I need to get used to keep recording that. We're gonna put turtle here. We're gonna turn this into the leg of the turtle. Save. It's just RPG Maker VXAs, all the tutorials are a decade old. But now I'm using MV. Well, I'm still using VXAs at the same time. Still, the tutorials that are a decade old are still good nowadays because it's not like VXAs has changed at all. It still works. Which reminds me, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's been some RPG Maker icebergs going on lately. I saw some of them on Twitter. One of them was clearly rage bait. It had to be rage bait because it filled me with rage completely. Like, no, this is unacceptable. What do you mean you put Undertale? It's an RPG Maker iceberg. Undertale is not RPG Maker. What is it doing here? Come on. If it was a rage bait, it worked. So I started looking up some other RPG Maker icebergs, and some of them were like super unhinged. There were some that were kind of scary. They had like so many levels of depth, and they started going like super eldritch at the bottom levels. Like horrors of the abyss level. And oddly enough, I checked like if there were any games that I knew at like the bottoms of the icebergs. There were still a lot of them that I hadn't even played. Like, am I that deep in the RPG Maker iceberg? Or at least there were some that I had heard about, like, oh, yeah, I know that this game exists, even if I haven't played it. It was kind of fun, though. Check it out. I think they were kind of old, those icebergs. They were from at least, like, not that old, like from 2 years ago or so. It was fun to see. Felt like there were a lot of differing opinions. It was funny with some of them because there were projects from like the Tumblr era of peak RPG Maker, when everyone and their mother was starting out making RPG Maker projects that most of them never got finished. There were some games in there at the bottoms of the iceberg that were from that time, and I was like, wait a second, I have these games. Saying Undertale is an RPG Maker game is like saying Minecraft is still indie. In a way, yeah. I mean, I guess I can get that Undertale has the vibes of an RPG Maker game. It is adjacent, you know. But it's not RPG Maker. It's Game Maker. It was made with Game Maker. It's not the same. But well, I guess it's kind of like some of the games that have always been included in the RPG Maker group were actually made in Wolf RPG. They were not RPG Maker, technically. But a lot of them have gotten RPG Maker releases. There's been remakes that have been made with RPG Maker, so I guess now they count. Like, for example, Mad Father was Wolf RPG. But now it has an RPG Maker version on Steam, so I guess that it counts. Now it's officially in the club. The RPG Maker Club. more or less now, there's a bit more space for everything. Let's... Wrong maker, no self switches. I have to try Game Maker someday. I remember getting it like a long time ago, but then I never even opened it. I was like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna make something with it someday. And then I went to RPG Maker and only used RPG Maker exclusively. Thank you for everything, RPG Maker. Thank you for always being here for us. I thought that maybe it could be fun to one day analyze one of those icebergs on stream. That could be fun. But it would also be exposing, like, how deep I am in the iceberg. As if it wasn't obvious already how deep I am in the iceberg. But it could be fun. ¿Sale yo un iceberg? Estaba pensando también cómo haría yo un iceberg, pero siempre siento como que quizá no sale accurate porque saldría muy subjetivo a mi experiencia. No sé. Lo estoy considerando. I'm thinking about it. Unless it's like a Yomi iceberg, as in an iceberg of Yomi Gardenia channel. That could also be something that could be done. Yamato Gardesico? What? ¿Dónde? What's the more recent RPG Maker game you've heard about? Which one would it be? Most recent RPG Maker I've heard about? I mean, one of the most recently released ones, probably like the one that I made some sprites for, Pipkin, but there's probably more. Other RPG. Well, I mean, I keep a list of like all the ones that pop out on my timeline. I keep like storing all the posts that I stumble upon. Check them out. Let me check. There are a lot that I have to, but I don't know which one would be the one. I mean, there's RPG Maker projects coming out basically every day. After all. A bit more. A little bit. Like just checking on each, there's a lot of RPG Maker games coming out every day. Please don't die again. I believe in you. What a pity. Stuff. Ah, but now the snake can follow the shadow in the orb. There we go. I guess we'll deal with the snake later on. For now, let's keep going with the turtle stuff. I feel like there's a game that's like at the tip of my tongue I know there was like an off-fan game that got like announced recently. I have no idea what it's gonna be about, but I think it was called Flower or something like that. There was like a promotional art that was pretty cool. But yeah. A lot of them in already from a while ago. There's one that came out like some months ago that I've got it on my list of games to play, and I'm probably gonna play it next week because I saw that it was also on Steam and I want to check it out. Maybe it's gonna be my short game for next week. I'm gonna keep it secret for it's a game but girls who are also cats. Something like that. We'll see what happens. You know what other recent RPG Maker games have come out this year? Well, there's one in particular called Moonlit Blast. That's one of my games. There's a game that got an update also some months ago called Stories of the Dreaming World. You could check them out, perhaps. If you haven't already, of course. Nice self-promo. I'm learning to self-promo finally. Are you proud of me? Okay, saving. Please don't crash. Please don't crash, Clips. I believe in you. Okay, go. Okay, let's try to get the elephant done. Even if it's with like globs of paint. Like one of them here. With just this, probably kinda does the job. Then there's another one here. We can ignore the third one for. If only there was a link in chat. You've got a very good point there. Let me get a link in chat for you. For anyone else who wants it. Find my games here. Also, I released my little asset pack. It's out now. Available finally. I kind of forgot to mention it on stream much, but it is out now. It exists. And also, there's a demo that might look a little bit familiar to some of you. I used the Gardenia Garden little project as a little demo for it, since a lot of the assets are from there. So, if you wanna experience Gardenia Garden again, now it's got an official download in there. Look, this elephant turned out kind of... We can do it. There should be a little bit closer. There were also a lot of RPG Maker games, the icebergs that I hadn't heard about, so I guess that's something to check out too. You have to. If an accident happens, but before I forget, the asset pack is also available on both places. To have an outline of everything that needs to be on here. There's still a lot. Like the base of the turtle. Then there's like one of the picks up more or less the all of this is gonna have to be gold. What if we made the turtle a bit? Yeah, that might also help. I think a little bit deep. We'll figure it out. Then under that, there's part. Here there's a bit of in the middle and the base. That's all that we need. Base here. Save. More or less that's all the space that we need. This is a bit small. Nothing that can be fixed afterwards. The snake is also way thin. And deal. I've painted on so many layers. No idea where I have to paint. Something I'm noticing now is that the orb, it's a bit smaller. Probably the top of the orb. Otherwise we can kind of read with the horn. The head. They are not really horns, that's like a head decoration. Does feel like there's still so much to do. It's one of those drawings where it just feels like it's taking forever. And the surprising part is when you keep going and realize that it's not that far from finishing when you first saw it. A matter of just pushing through. Yo-hooo music! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Welcome to the review, welcome! How's it going? Continuing this drawing from 2 weeks ago. Nah, no es un encargo, es un dibujo que empecé como en 2020 y nunca la terminé. Así que dije, quizá va siendo hora de acabarla, pero me está tomando mucho tiempo. Taking a long time. I started this drawing around like 2020 and then never finished it. So I thought maybe it's time to finish it finally. Taking forever, but we'll get there. I really like her a lot. I have a lot of characters in Granblue that I like, but she's in like my top favorites. Among the top favorites. Even if she rarely gets any content. Que no le den contenido, yo la quiero mucho. The turtle has kind of a little funny eye. Funny thing, in one of her newest versions, well, her newest version technically, because she hasn't gotten any newer versions after that, She has two real snakes. Her snakes are real. They are no longer made of gold. They are actual real snakes. They are just there in her art, chilling. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's ignore the purple parts. First of all, we're gonna paint all the gold. If there was only gold in the turtle. And then after that we're gonna do the purple. For now, let's just do the gold. Vamos a hacer como que no hay morado en las tortugas. Bueno, en la tortuga. Tortuga singular porque solo hay una. Vamos a hacer como que no hay morado. ¿Ah? Tal cual. Just gonna not worry about it. Today our motto is don't worry about it. Trust the process. It'll be fine. Sleep Studio crashes again, so I'm gonna remember to say Symphony of the Don't Worry, exactly. That's the motto we gotta live by. The Symphony of the Don't Worry. These are the life lessons that are taught in Symphony of the Don't Worry. Or are they? By the way, there's gonna be a little something about it in the next coffee post of this month. There will be something about Symphony of the Don't Worry. Perhaps. Chance. ¿Tenemos otros ángulos de la bolita de cristal? Creo que sí, pero siempre la dibujan diferente dependiendo del arte. Porque como son diferentes artes así de upgrade y tal, a veces sale un poco diferente. Por ejemplo, en el segundo arte, el orbe sale como extra gigante y en vez de tener elefantes, tortugas, tiene ranitas. Si puedo enseñarlo. Like in the second art, it looks like this. There's frogs. Look at these frogs. That's the other angle that we have. It just changes in form, I guess. Changes shape. That's the second art. And then there's the third art. Third art looks like this. It's super beautiful, by the way. But the orb changes once again. The orb is now like super big. And you can see the ship, flying ship in there. But yeah, the orb at this point, it has like triple in size. Sí, puede ver el futuro. Tiene la habilidad de ver el futuro. Yep. And see the future. That's why they keep using her in the game to tease events and stuff. Like she's been in charge of teasing 2 anniversary events, which are like very big important events where important stuff happens. She's there like, oh, for some reason I have received a terrible vision. This happened once, and then the second time she had like a bit of a story that teased things from the next anniversary before it happened. Like mostly about the character that ended up appearing in the story, but she was never mentioned in the event, which is kind of sad. Every time that she gets to tease an event, never gets to appear in the event. It's so unfair. Sí, en el juego sale. Y tiene 3 versiones. No, 4 versiones. Tiene 3 que son de la rareza máxima y luego tiene una versión de menos rareza. Y son todas súper bonitas, la quiero mucho. Yo, Seren, welcome! How's it going? To the stream! Look, it's taking forever. It's taking so long to finish. Ah, we're getting there. This thing is gonna drive me insane. Yo, Sheriff, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It doesn't appear much, unfortunately. But that's the same with all the Harvins, all the potatoes. They barely get any content. It's really unfair. At the same time, there's so many humans. There's way too many humans. Need a bit more balance. Need more potatoes. Keep seeing you live when I'm about to sit down to draw. Oh my god, same brain cell. That means that it's drawing time. It really is drawing time. Al final de los combates se sienta en una bolita, pero en la pelea no la tiene consigo. Sí, en la pelea ves más bien que usa magia en sí. En general usa magia, suele ser como support, más o menos, suele tener cosas de voz y demás. There's way too many humans. Me every day work at the mall. So true. There are too many humans at the mall, for sure. That's a place where there's usually way too many humans. Yo, hello Johnny Cat! Welcome! How's it going? Happy Thanksgiving to you! I don't celebrate it because we don't celebrate it here in Spain. I always forget what it's even about, to be honest. Happy Turkey or something like that. But thank you! I do appreciate it. I should draw the elephants also, but... It's Turkey Day! Happy Turkey! Feliz día de Turquía o algo así. We give thanks to everything we have. I guess that makes sense. You know, it's Thanksgiving, the day of giving thanks. Except to the turkeys, because you eat turkeys on that day. Is eating the turkey the way to give thanks to the turkey for the food? Happy Yomi School is this. Yomi School Day. Ooh, thank you. That's every day. That's too many days. No, that's too many days. I can't have that many days. I'm like, there's gonna be days for other people too. Can't take over all the days. Or can I? Okay, can. Maybe there's no rules against it. It's like almost every day of the year being your not birthday. I'm gonna make another layer on top of this one. I'm gonna try line the elephants a little bit. Let's see if we can do. You tell I've never drawn an elephant in my life. I hope they will look at least vaguely like elephants. They look kinda... they look kinda... not too good. Oh, the trunk is a little bit... it is a little bit less full. Maybe I will have to draw the other elephant. At least it's like pretty much a border. Be barely busy. Here we go. They look so bad. Holy shit. Look at this. Look at this real elegant. They look kind of funny. Yeah. It's the middle one that could be made a little bit taller. Here I am, worrying about the details once more. No, Yomi! Fell for it again. Once again, you're worrying about the details too much. When are we addressing the elephant in the room? I don't know. Every second that passes, I feel like I want to address them less and less. I want to ignore the elephants in the orb and in the room. Maybe I could, like, you know, finish the entire drawing except the elephants. No one would dare address the elephants in the orb. It's awkward, right? No one ever wants to address the elephant. Maybe that would be a way of avoiding finishing them. We just ignore the elephants forever. They don't have to be super detailed. Maybe they just want someone to address them. That's why they are sitting here so expectantly. Yeah, it would be inconsiderate to the elephants, maybe. I feel bad for them. Look at them. They're such little guys. ¿Hay algo de Disco Mundo? No me suena. Look so lonely. I feel bad for them now. Ah, wait, ¿quieres decir el mundo plano? No es el origen de la tortuga y elefantes, pero es uno de los que la usan mucho. Right, el tipo de estructura de mundo, que es un mundo plano sujetado por una tortuga con elefantes. Que venía de una mitología en concreto, pero no me acuerdo de cuál. I know it came from like a specific mythology, but I don't remember which one. Yeah, this is from like a type of world building specifically. These two on the sides can be a little bit symmetrical, I guess. Or work maybe could even be Kira. Okay. Getting a little bit stressed out about the let's do a little bit of the structure down here. Maybe today I'll make the stream a little bit shorter because I don't wanna stress out about this too much, but at the same time I'm like, man, I wanna finish this already. But at least, as long as we keep working on it a little bit every time, there's gonna be progress being made. That's the important part. If I don't finish it today, you'll finish it the next day. Sure. Important thing is to not get discouraged by the burnout. Any of the like flat earth world building, it's always funny when there's like big animals carrying the planet. Remember that there was this, I know it was a meme or something saying like that the earth cannot be flat, because if it was flat, Cat would have knocked everything out of the edge already. Charlie's not flat. Have you seen her? Good point. I'm sorry, Earth-chan. I forgot. I forgot about Earth-chan. It's okay. Even if she was flat, that would still be valid. All Earths are valid. Flat ones, the non-flat ones, all valid. You're all fine. There's no one better than the other. No Earth better than the other. Remember when there were so many solar system Gijinkas? I did think about making my own at some point, but I never did. Okay, I think it's some good progress compared to what there was at the beginning. Look at that. That's some good progress, actually. Save. What we're gonna do next... I don't really want to end yet, but I still want to do a little bit something else. I want to take a bit of a break from the orb and the elephant and the turtle and all that. So I guess what we can do, since we're trying to like not worry too much about the details, maybe we can work on the horns. Let's try that. The other thing that's kind of also made of glass. And we can easily paint it like we did the orb. We gotta stop pondering the orb for a little bit. Yeah, además que su diseño es muy complicado. La estructura de la ropa es muy extraña. Me acuerdo que una vez me puse como a intentar descifrarla. Hice como un esquema de cómo funciona toda la ropa que lleva. Es como, wait, esta parte va como cruzada en esta otra parte. Y luego esta decoración va aquí enganchada. Es muy complicada. Pretty complex the way that it works. Like the transparency shows a little bit of the head. So I'm gonna ignore the gold parts for now. I'm just gonna paint the purple part. Then we'll do the orb. Wait, orb. I'm still thinking about the orb. We're gonna do the gold parts later on. Yo creo que es como... Parece hueca y semi-transparente. Porque se ve un poco... su pelo aquí como translúcido. En esta. You can see a little bit of the hair here. A little bit translucent. We're gonna do that. Wait, that means that we need to go all the way over here. Oh, the hair is not done yet. We can also fix that a little bit later on. Pero tampoco está terminado. Esto lo podemos acabar. Pero ahora mejor haciendo todo sin preocuparnos demasiado. goes right here. What's really gonna complete it is adding maybe some more saturated parts and some more light. Example here. Even brighter, maybe. Can even add layer effects later on. Finish the effect. I think that's what's gonna complete it for real. Or needs to there we go. This in a way, I'm trying to study the way that they do the lights. Ooh. They really like the glass effect they do. It's supposed to be way more. Let's take over. Yeah, she's so pretty. I like her a lot. She's super pretty. Yo, Samuel, welcome. ¿Mi voz qué? ¿Cómo? Gracias, supongo. Lo tomo como un cumplido. Let's see. There's also a lot of tiny. There's a bit of stars. Something with Mickey Mouse. Improve the vibe of the lot more. We add some around. Hicimos como estrellitas en diferentes colores. Yo creo que puede quedar bastante. Hay como estrellitas por aquí. That looks a lot more complete now. With the gold, it's gonna look even more complete. Ya se está viendo bastante mejor. Aún le queda mucho. Estamos en ello. Still a long way to go, but we are away. Here? We're gonna add the gold on top. It's gonna be another way of fixing the shapes of the gold. This is one of the things of outline. So alright, not bad. We can even check how it looked first and how it looks now. Look at that. Mira la diferencia. Se nota bastante. Save. Okay. And I still don't feel like painting gold today. Maybe we can do an entire stream about painting gold. Ya podemos hacer un stream entero sobre pintar oro. Más que sí, me da mucho. Hoy no es día de pintar oro. Today is not the day to paint gold. I'm gonna paint some stuff. Maybe some more folds on the. You have to paint to finish your painting. Literally, that's so unfair. You're telling me that I have to paint? Finish my painting? I love painting. Yeah. Even if I'm complaining, I wouldn't have it any other way. Part of the experience. Pain of painting. You cannot spell painting without pain. No? Complaining a lot right now, but I'm gonna be so happy when it's all finished. I'm gonna feel so proud about it. Just that makes it all worth it. El dolor de dolorear, exacto. Se traduce súper bien, si lo piensas. Translated super well. It all goes together so well. Maybe a little bit more in the cape too. Un poco más en la... ¿De luz por aquí? Feeling. Okay, hands are also something that's kind of worrying me. Manos también me preocupan un poquito. Tener que hacer algo al respecto. Let me try something. I'm gonna try to put the hand in pose. Problem is gonna be that it's not gonna have the same light, but maybe I can use that as reference to how to... More or less, I think the shadows are already okay. This kinda way too smooth gradient that I'm not really doing. Like it's the shadows technically the way he... This finger also is not... Know how to draw. How to draw hand. Even literally a creation of nature, like artists. There's some light from... At the same time, there should be light from behind, which makes this a lot weirder to color. I'm not sure. I don't know how to paint hands. Gerald no sé pintar mano. His hand gonna drive me a little bit insane. I really don't know how to paint it. I need to get a reference. Maybe I could even try to take a photo of my hand with a light source, so we can check exactly how this hand would look. I'm not sure. Muy bien, ¿cómo? Creo que lo que haré será tomar una foto de mi mano con una fuente de luz parecida para ver cómo ver cómo dibujarla, porque lo bueno es que cuando hacen falta referencias de manos siempre podemos tomarnos fotos a las manos. ¿Qué pasa, Lazar? ¡Bienvenido! ¿Qué tal? Welcome to the stream. Opino lo mismo. Los flequillos son lo mejor. Y no lo digo porque yo lleve flequillo. Es simplemente un hecho. It's just the fact that bangs are the best. Not saying it just because I have bangs, okay? Not biased. Tengo favoritismo. Lo juro. Okay, at least it's been some decent progress. Like, some of the things that scared me the most, like the horns and the orb, halfway done now. Just so I don't get burnt out, I'm thinking of maybe leaving it here for today. And next day trying to deal with all the gold at least. Then there's only gonna be the hands left. But hey, there's way less things left to do than I thought. Maybe another thing I could do though is a little bit more the fabric, but then I can do it right now before for today. Let me finish doing this first, because there's a little bit of border here. Does this shape? Not very noticeable, but it's there. No nota mucho, pero hay como un poco de borde aquí. Esta especie de forma. Un poquito. Está ahí. For today, I'm gonna leave it here. There's still quite a bit to finish, but we're getting there. Maybe we're getting there. Supposed to be a bit later too. Yo, welcome. Keep going. Mortis? Is that a reference? Famous game developer of Game of Mortis Ghost? Could it be? Could it perhaps be? Or am I making too much of a wild association? Speaking Holy Trinity. That sounds familiar. That was a game, right? I haven't played it. Okay, that's at least some progress. I'm not convinced by these. And a little bit more convincing. Alright. For now, this will be all for today. I don't want to get burnt out, like I said. There's still a lot of things to do. I'm thinking of maybe trying to do the gold on stream next day, but maybe some other things, doing them off stream, because I don't want to come here every week. I've been coming here for the past month with this drawing and nothing else. So I feel kind of bad for that. I kind of want to do something different on stream, so you guys don't have to watch me struggle with the same drawing forever. Cooking stream! I wish! It would be, if my computer could be like set up a bit better, it could be. My kitchen isn't really... there isn't really that much space to do a cooking stream, unfortunately. It's not really easy to set it up, unfortunately. This is the one piece of Yomi stream. Yeah, I never... Just season after season after 1,000 episodes. Me fighting with this drawing, struggling, suffering, going through entire arcs of character development. Doing my best. Hopefully at some point I can finish it. But hey, it's gonna be so cool when it finishes. Yeah. Wait, is the mic dying too much? I hope it's not dying too much and cutting off my voice too often. I'm sorry, it's the filters. Sometimes it's the filters, it happens. If it happens too often, do let me know, and I don't know. I guess I'll remove the filters or something. It's just to avoid, like, having too many cat background noises. Because right now, they are making noise. So, I think for now I will be leaving it here for today. Next day, I'll see what to do. Gonna think about it. Gonna marinate the thought in my head, I guess. Decide along the way. And hopefully I can bring something new, that it's not me struggling with the same drawing every week. Because I feel bad for that. I'm sorry. Thank you all for accompanying me through the struggles. Toho next stream. I should draw more Toho one of these days. I do have a lot of drawings that I do want to work on. There's like some chibis that I'd like to finish. There's like more sketches and doodles and studies that I would like to do. I have an entire list of things that I can do on stream for art streams. This was one of them, but it is taking some. But I guess we'll get there eventually. Bit by bit. There's always space for more art streams. So, for now, this will be all for today, but I'm gonna be coming back tomorrow with Earthbound. Because we're going to the summer episode! Let's go! Finally, vacations! Probably. Maybe. Probably not. We'll find out. So, for now, thank you all so much for accompanying me today. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarme hoy. Así que por ahora, cuidaos mucho. Nos veremos a la próxima. Nos vemos mañana con Earthbound, por cierto. Capítulo de playa. Yippee! Take care everyone, and I will see you next time. Cuidaos mucho y nos veremos a la próxima.